As a psychic that specializes in working with occultists, this is what I know about the Abramelin. So I myself have not done the Abramelin, but I've had the ability to talk to many different HGAs throughout my years of reading for occultists. And I've even worked with occultists during the Abramelin process as emotional and psychic support. Here are the common things that I have learned about magicians going through this process for those who were successful and those who weren't. The most common factor of those that weren't successful was it was more status driven than something coming from an internal process. So a lot of the magicians were trying to turn up as their most perfect version of themselves, making sure they said all the words right, they wore the right robes, they were burning the right incense. Everything that was external and status driven was what they were focused on. If I just say the words right, the angel should appear. With the magicians that were successful with the rite, here is what they were able to understand. The Abramelin is actually a journey inwards. It's a long period of purification, which means looking at oneself, going inwards, going into the subconscious, acknowledging all the parts of themselves that they didn't even realize were there. When we look at the dark and the light and we embrace all the things we don't like about ourselves as well as the things we do, we can show up in a more authentic way. Think about the ritual. You're asking a very high being, whatever you believe the HGA to be, to present and show itself to you, expose itself in all glory. Why would the angel appear if you are also not doing the same thing? So what I have come to believe is that the Abramelin is actually an emotional journey inwards, into understanding your mind, your subconscious, and all the different things that make you who you are. If you embrace the Abramelin from this perspective where I will show up as a mess, I will show up angry, I will show up sad, I will show up defeated, I will show up broken, as well as all the other good parts that I possess, you are more likely to be successful with this ritual. If you show up for the wrong reasons, power hungry, I am perfect, I am going to be the most acceptable version of myself so I won't be rejected, you are not showing up with authenticity. So why would the angel?